Why do I have to suffer this much because I got married? Can't loving a woman be as peaceful as it used to be? This is the cry of many men in the society. Society has failed men. Modern women are ruining men. They are so full of shit. If modern women want to get out of marriage, they should do so in peace and not tarnish men's image and not cause the man so much pain and shame. You see all these young men avoiding marriage and choosing to live single and content. No one can blame them. The marriage rate is going down as fast as anything. The marriages we have now are like, get married and wait for the day. You will pay dearly for that decision, after putting all your resources and energy into that marriage. This is the story of a woman who threw away 20 years of marriage because her husband did not compliment her at least twice a week. Divorce is not the hard part. What is hard is what she put the man through.
Over the course of 1 week, he needed to give me a heartfelt and genuine compliment about anything. Absolutely anything. The assignment was to compliment anything. It could be how hard I work as a mom. It could be the type of shoes I was wearing. It could be anything. He had to pay me a compliment. That was the assignment. I've been married for 20 years. And there isn't a single thing about any aspect that he can find worth paying a genuine compliment about in the course of a week. I'm so humiliated that I put up with this. Like, when I think about who I am.
So when I heard this part in the video, I sort of realized what kind of woman she is. She is a fraud and a hypocrite. What kind of wife will a woman be for her husband not to compliment her for 20 years? Who else thinks there is something wrong somewhere?
That I accepted that as enough for so long. Like, I know there's good things about me. And I think part of the reason that I know there's good things about me is because I've had to learn on my own, because I wasn't going to get that from any external validation from him. He was never going to tell me that I looked nice that day. He was never going to tell me a haircut was pretty. He was never going to tell me that I was a good mom for running around and doing all of this and making sure everything happened and making sure every single thing was purchased for Christmas and making sure everything was done. It was never going to make me worthy of a single compliment. I'm tired. I'm so tired of just having to hold it together all on my own. It is so refreshing to have a friend just tell me, "You look nice today," or "That was really clever." Because for so long, it's just been a void of nothingness. Like, if I ever felt too good about myself, it was just like, let's knock her down a peg. She shouldn't get too big of a head, right? What's wrong with me feeling good about who I am?
All I see in this video is lies and bullshits. The reason I believe this is simply the fact that she came to the internet to rant about this matter. She is just trying to manipulate people more, especially her kids. She is holding on to not receiving compliments from her husband as the issue, whereas the main issue in the marriage, as I perceive, is her. Before we continue in this video, I would like to give a shout out to the channel HL Talk That Thought. He reviewed this video, and I liked it and decided to bring this video here for us to review it as well. Let's get right back into the video.
The morning yesterday down at the courthouse and talking to legal aid, and I felt like an idiot at legal aid. Like, clearly this woman has dealt with more significant cases, and so I'm telling her what's happened, and she's like, "Is that it? Is that it?" And I felt like an idiot. But when I talked to my lawyer and I talked to the police, they're like, "No, this is pretty significant abuse." And I didn't call the police for so long because I didn't want that exact feeling from the legal aid person.
So imagine a woman like herself is asking her, is that it? Meaning this matter is difficult for a legal aid who happens to be a woman like herself to wrap her head around. This is a devastating part of the story.
And future ex-husband does not have a protective order in place. He was arrested on Sunday, but he was arraigned yesterday, which means the protective order that happened for him to get released from jail expired yesterday at midnight. I was supposed to be notified when he was arraigned. I was not. And my protective order, like my long-term protective order, is still in the paperwork phase. I've been in the paperwork phase since Monday, and I'm kind of freaking out. I'm Rebecca. I'm safe. I'm not well. I've had a really crappy night. My kids don't feel safe at home. Little man, who was already home when future ex-husband got home, he just kind of got trapped in the crossfires. He was in his bedroom all night. He did not come down and lovingly greet his dad. No! He was terrified, and every time there was any sound anywhere in the house, he would text me and say, "Mom, are you safe?" I've never allowed my kids to have sleepovers because when I was growing up, I got touched by people who shouldn't have touched me, and so I just don't allow it. Violet had her first sleepover last night because she didn't feel safe coming home. Sam is spending the weekend at his girlfriend's. Thankfully, I am on good terms with his girlfriend's mom. We've known each other for years, and I was able to just reach out and be like, "Hi." It's an absolute fucking nightmare at my house right now. So, could my son just stay at your house? We are a hyper-religious community, okay? Like, you have no idea the ask that is. This morning, when I picked up Violet from her friend's house and took her to school, she gave me the biggest hug. And she said, "Thank you for fighting for me to feel safe." And I'm not allowed to say anything about future ex-husband that is unkind. And I feel like my hands are tied because this is how I process right now.
Now that the husband got arrested, it means that this man is done for. She has destroyed that man's image in front of their kids, painting him as a monster to his kids. She said she cannot say unkind things about her future ex-husband or whatever she calls it, but the kids are already scared of having him around. What worse thing could she have done? I thought she said, all of this is because the man will not compliment her and tell her she looks good. Why are the kids scared of him? I said it before she was lying about the whole issue. This whole story is bullshit because the man's side of the story will never be heard, and if he was given a chance to defend himself, will it even be considered? Society and modern women have partnered to ruin men. Stay strong, kings. This video is not to scare men from marriage or to bring anyone down. It is mainly for learning. So, men, stay away from modern women. Become a passport bro. Stay single or whatever. But ensure that you do not get stuck with modern women, especially from the West. Take control of your life. Do not let a woman ruin it before your very eyes. That's all for today on The Latest Juice. If you enjoyed this video, you might also like my previous videos. Remember to drop your thoughts in the comment box. I always love to hear from you. Don't forget to hit that like button, click the subscribe button, and also turn on the notification bell to be the first to know when I drop a new video. Share this video with whomever you would like to watch it. Thanks for watching.